You know, boyfriends and girlfriends are gonna come and go, but this is for life.
Friends opens with Monica coming to the rescue of runaway bride Rachel.
Oh God, Monica, hi!
The image of Rachel in her wedding dress choosing this group of friends over her fiancé sets up the show's central theme of the romance of friendship.
Are you asking me to have a renaissance?
Sure.
All right. Although I don't think we really need one, baby. I never stopped loving you.
Ross is also newly single in the pilot and finds comfort in this group of friends in place of his ex-wife. In fact, it's key that none of the 6 characters is in a serious relationship when the series begins. The show portrayed lovers as friends and friends as the loves of each other's lives. Friends illustrates that friendship and romance are 2 interconnected sides of the same love coin. Throughout the show, we see familiar romantic behavior transplanted onto platonic situations, and this makes us laugh. The friends pay each other's bills.
I just cover you for a while.
No.
Own pets together.
Impressive.
And share their possessions.
I was thinking that maybe we should start dividing up our stuff.
There's the exchange of jewelry as a token of affection.
Be the fool who puts on my jewelry. I do.
The expectation of being the first to hear big news.
Ever since high school, Rachel was the one person that I told everything to.
Knowing the details of each other's sex lives.
You know, I once dated this guy who wanted to pretend that he was an archaeologist and that I was this naughty cave woman who he unfroze from a block of ice.
Ooh, are you talking about my brother?
Yeah, I didn't disguise that very well, did I?
And being mistaken for a couple.
You know, my brother and his boyfriend have been trying to adopt for 3 years. What agency did you 2 go through?
At many points, characters use the language of romance or sex in innocent situations to create gags. This comedy technique relies on the fact that innuendo and double meanings are funnier than saying something outright.
How do you expect me to grow if you won't let me blow?
You know I don't have a problem with that.
Using the language of couples to talk about friends is the basis for countless jokes throughout the series. Moving away from a roommate represents a breakup. When Joey considers getting his own apartment in season 2, Chandler responds as if his boyfriend has admitted to desiring someone else.
Can we drop this? I am not interested in the guy's apartment.
Please. I saw the way you were checking out his moldings.
And Chandler's new roommate, Eddie, is viewed as a challenge to Joey, as if he's a post-breakup rebound relationship.
It'll never last. He's just a rebound roommate.
Monica lies so Rachel won't find out about her going shopping with Ross's new girlfriend. In this scene, the receipt that Rachel finds in Monica's pocket is the telltale lipstick on the collar.
And then one thing led to another, and before I knew it, we were shopping.
Oh my God.
Honey, wait, we only did it once. It didn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, right.
Really?
Sure.
Rachel, I was thinking of you the whole time.
And characters' jealousy suggests an expectation of monogamous best friendship.
Whose eggs do you like better, his or mine, huh?
Well, I like both eggs equally.
Oh, come on. Nobody likes 2 different kinds of eggs equally. You like one better than the other, and I want to know which.
Well, what's the difference? Your eggs aren't here anymore, are they? You took your eggs and you left. Do you really expect me to never find new eggs?
Later in the series, Monica needs Rachel to mourn the end of their time living together.
What is the matter with you? Why are you more upset? Aren't you gonna be sad that we're not living together anymore? I mean, aren't you gonna miss me at all?
Her insistence on the magnitude of this event tells us that it truly is a kind of breakup.
I mean, it's the end of an era.
I know.
It's the end of the era in which friendship came before romance. Monica's relationship with Chandler is replacing the intimacy that she and Rachel shared as roommates.
When I take a shower, she leaves me little notes on the mirror.
And this taps into a true insight that when our friends enter serious relationships, we do lose them a little to their romantic partners. The two major successful love relationships in the show start as friendships, and this illuminates a key thesis of Friends, that all the best love stories are really friendships. Good romances are based on humor and a strong emotional bond, not sex alone.
I mean, you care about me, you're loving, you make me laugh.
Oh, hey, if I make you laugh, here's an idea. Why don't you invite Paula over to have a little romp in the sack, and I'll just stand in the corner until Knock Knock shows.
In season 8, Ross and Rachel become a strong parenting team, still as friends, symbolizing that this sacred bond is actually born of friendship, not romantic attraction. Monica's and Chandler's relationship proves even more explicitly that friendship is the foundation of romantic love. Chandler's friendship with Monica is what allows him to finally put aside his sarcasm and open up to real love.
What if we live together and you understand what I'm saying?
These romances also take place almost entirely in the presence of the other friends. Ross's and Rachel's romance isn't theirs alone, it belongs to all 6 of the friends. And we see the group's investment in both the high points
Ross kissed me.
No! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
and the low points.
Just throwing away something we know is so damn good.
The friends wait outside the door as Chandler proposes to Monica, and they celebrate the engagement as a group. Active group participation in romances underlines how at this stage in their lives, romance never completely supersedes friendship. The friends often attend big events as a group so that even dates are situated in a larger friendship context, and coupling off doesn't stop the characters from hanging out with each other all the time. Couplings that pose a threat to the group's unity are abandoned, and Ross and Rachel make friendship work after their breakup despite their shared animosity. The collective friendship between the 6 characters always comes first. The friends often celebrate major life milestones with each other, not with significant others, underlining that they are each other's primary partners. When Rachel shares the news of her pregnancy with Phoebe and Monica before telling the baby's father, it's as if the 3 of them are having a baby together. Meanwhile, Ross and Rachel have conceived the baby as friends, and this emphasizes that it's with our friends that we take big steps at this age. After the baby's birth, Monica gives Rachel the name she'd planned to use for her own daughter, demonstrating that at this point her love for Rachel still comes before her future family life.
Clearly an Emma.
Oh, honey, but you love that name.
Yeah, but I love you more.
Fantasizing about life events, including romantic ones, is also something done with friends. Like romantic couples, the characters get closer and achieve stronger bonds by remaining together through fights, career changes, breakups, and other ups and downs.
There are 3 things that you should know about me. 1, my friends are the most important thing in my life.
Taking part in each other's weddings,
And so there's no one to walk me down the aisle. And, well, I would just really love it if you would do it.
and the births of each other's children signals that the friends will remain in each other's lives forever.
I think I can safely say that we all have family
When we
issues.
meet the
One
characters
stop
in their
before our
mid-20s, their friends are their family. They spend major holidays like Thanksgiving together, cook for each other, celebrate their birthdays together, and accompany each other to the doctor.
PECFD.
Very good, Monica.
Meanwhile, the friends don't relate well to their actual family, whom they either have little in common with or harbor resentment towards.
Kicking me out?
You put holes in my baby's ears.
Yeah, well, at least now people know she's a girl.
Most can identify with this. As much as we may love and want to like our families, often it's with our friends that we feel more open, free, and accepted. The central ethos of Friends is that friendships are just as formative and emotionally important to our lives as our romances and family. The show is an argument for the irreplaceable value of friendship in shaping our adult selves.
You can't move. You just can't.
Rachel's right. This is where you guys belong.
As their 20s progress, the show's characters are occasionally forced to defend their friendships or question whether they should be more independent from each other.
I'm 28 years old. I've never lived alone, and I'm finally at a place where I got enough money that I don't need a roommate anymore.
Friendship is supreme for these characters at the beginning of the show, but by its end, as they reach their mid-30s, friendship is beginning to take second place to family. Monica's and Chandler's move to the suburbs signals this shift. The the friends will no longer be able to see each other every day. As the series comes to a close, we may feel regret or sadness that this friends' first state of being can't last. But we also recognize the enormous love that these characters still have for each other and how this bond has defined a decade of their lives. While our society often emphasizes family, romance, and individualism, nothing can erase the impact of friendships. The theme, I'll Be There For You, is a promise that our true friends, and hopefully a whole bunch of reruns on Netflix, will never really leave us.
I mean, isn't that just kick you in the crotch, spit on your neck fantastic?
Thanks for watching, and if you like our videos, please consider supporting us on Patreon. You can click on the link in our description below. We spend a lot of time making these videos, and every little bit helps. And of course, the very best thing you can do is subscribe to our channel to get access to all of our latest videos.